we have a winner. I probably was gabbing away, not realizing I hadn't turned the stream on. I pressed the button. I could see my face. I I forgot to press the button. I'm very very sorry, everyone. I thought I was there. I thought I'd done everything right. What can I say? Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm a bit discombobulated. I've just got back from my hollybobs, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Hope you can hear me and see me. Yes, please remember I'm an IT expert, but I'm a very, very tired IT expert. I hope you can see me. Welcome, Graham. So, yes, you can at least see me. I'm kicking the evening off with my old friend, Northern Monk Faith, because my reddish complexion today is from my holidays, not from being all flustered from getting the stream. So I'll start all that again, shall I? We've got Juggler in, we've got Lisa in, we've got Aquarium Delirium in, we've got Hans saying hi from Sweden, Zen saying, so I read this comment earlier saying he's officially late. I was going, no, I'm not, I'm here, I'm on time, I've done everything right. Sorry, I did get everything wrong. Lee from a sunny Bolton. I was in Bolton today. Well, I drove past Bolton today. So to tell you the story, I've just got back from my holidays. I arrived on a flight in Glasgow at 4 o'clock this morning. I can't remember if that's my time of use. So anyway, I arrived at 4 a.m., got my bags and everything, drove to my mum and dad's house, a couple of hours kept at the mum and dad's house, and then drove down here, and I got back home, actually home, about 3 hours ago. Traffic was mental. It was the worst day in the world. So after driving around Crete for a week, I then drove from Glasgow to Sheffield, which took 7 hours. Should never have taken that long. But anyway, it did. So I'm a little bit mushed up. Not really sure what's going on. Hence, not starting the stream properly. So we'll try and catch up. Anyway, so you wonder what technical mishaps might occur? There's one. So sorry everyone for being a little bit late. He hasn't seen his fish in a week. He has to give each one. So that's what I was going to talk about. So I took extra precautions this week, and I was going to show you that I can't remember if I've told you this or not, but I've set up CCTV in my fish room. So I've got 2 cameras on this wall pointing at this tank and all these racks behind me. And I've got 2 cameras on that wall pointing at Mega Tank and the other rack on the other side of the room. Because my wife was convinced I was going to get done for animal cruelty for leaving my fish alone for 6 days. And I was like, no, I do it all the time. And then I thought, well, I do it all the time, and then I always have some kind of disaster. So we'll have a backup plan. So I set up the cameras, which were on this system. So here, try and get that out of the way. So I've got each of the cameras pointing at different tanks, so as I can see what's going on. Obviously, they're all dark at the moment, but for instance, that's the live stream of Mega Tank. I'm sat right next to the camera. It takes longer than it did from Greece. So anyway, that's what I could see. So I can see that every morning I'd wake up, have a quick check of all the tanks. If I could see anything floating or dead or whatever, I could get on the phone to somebody. I'd let the set of keys. They could come round and scoop out the fish, and then at least I wouldn't wipe out a tank or anything like that. But no, it was all good. So my last check was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Whatever day it was, the day before the day it is now. Is that the stupidest thing I've ever said? Anyway, and everything was fine. Counted all the fish. It's a little bit hard to see this fish, but Mega Tank's quite easy because they're all quite big, and I can go, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, so no problem there. But disaster of all disasters, lost a fish in Mega Tank. And guess which one it was? It was Gordon, the snakehead. So even though I saw him yesterday, swimming around quite happily, I came home today, floating, dead. It must have happened today. can't have happened any other time. I literally saw him eating, as all the other fish, because I put on an automatic feeder on that tank and happened to check it when it was going off. I don't know what's going on. So I've had him for 2 and a bit years, and I got him as an adult. So I don't know if it could have been old age. I literally don't know how old that fish is. And so the person I got him from had him, and when he got him, he was an adult as well, I think. So it could well have been old age. I didn't really see any. There was no bad conditioning or anything. I didn't see any deterioration before I went away. So that's the sucky bit. So raising a glass to Gordon. So that was a fun job, to scoop out an enormous fish. I've stuck him in the freezer because I don't know what else to do with him. Wasn't there long enough to start like disintegrating. Hasn't fouled the water quality or anything. Yeah, don't know what to say really. So sorry everyone. I've lost another fish out of Mega Tank. It's because I lost an Oscar about 2 or 3 weeks ago as well. But the rest of them all seem fine, so I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously I tested the water expecting to see ammonia. Didn't even see any ammonia in there, so everything looked fine. So I don't know what to do other than to chalk it up to old age, because I can't see anything bad in the water and all the other fish are happy. I don't know what's going on, so there it is. So a bit of a downer. I've also been awake for the last 48 hours. I think I've been asleep for 3 of them, so I don't really know what's going on. But I thought I'll come and I'll have a little bit of a live stream. I've made an attempt at a quiz for you all. Because when your big pet fish dies, there's not much you can do other than scoop it out, put it in a big bag. Nothing makes it much more fun. So we are where we are, and that is what it is. But yeah, my wife she'd read some story about a guy who had kept or bred turtles and gone away over Christmas and had heaters fail or something, and all his turtles died, and ended up getting taken to court and charged with animal cruelty. So don't report me. I was trying my hardest. I had backup plans in place. Still didn't work. It seems like there's nothing I can do, but it would have happened if I was here anyway, so I don't know. I think that animal cruelty case is a little bit different in that he tried to dump them all somewhere and cover it up, rather than do a live stream on the internet and tell everyone. But thankfully, if there is a thankfully, it's only one fish. So out of my daughter's tank, my goldfish tank, my discus tank, all the other tanks in the fish room, even my baby discus is fine. All the rest of them are good. So we are what we are. And that's us now up to date. That's where we got to when I read that comment and went, yeah, I need to click that button as well. So we are back. Right. JT's here as well. Nice to see you, Jack. How are we doing? A cheeky plug from Andrew to say Arnold's Nan is on HF Here Fishy Fishy tomorrow, also known as Shake 'em Up Nanny. Lots of fun and a good laugh. There you go. You can plan your tomorrow night. You can plan that in. Why is Graham looking like Socrates tonight? I mean, I've got a little bit of a sun. I also headbutted a barbecue, so well, that's cleared up quite nice. How was my holiday? Yes, there's a nicer subject to talk about. My holiday was absolutely fantastic. It was. I often go on holiday and then need a holiday for my holidays, and I'll probably still need that after today. But it was fantastic. I went to Crete. We had 4 nights in Crete. We had a busy time. So last Friday I was driving to Glasgow. Saturday I went to my grand's 90th birthday. Sunday we flew out to Crete. Then had 4 nights in Crete. Flew back flew back last night, at whatever time that was, and then drove home today. But I must say, where in Greece did you go? I went to Crete. There may be some Cretan, or as I like to call them, some Cretan questions tonight in the quizzes. It's fantastic. If you haven't ever been, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. There was, in fact, I wonder if I can see this. With my kids and stuff, I usually get annoyed, and I've got 3 kids, and 0.3% of the time is how much they all want to do the same thing. Normally, at least 2 of them are like, "This is rubbish, no, I don't want to do it." Nah. But they all enjoyed it, mostly. But I've never been on a holiday before where we've never had to queue for anything. Everything was dead quiet. So I've sort of seen it. You could throw a stick and wherever it landed, if you looked in that direction, it would be just like, awesome scenery, awesomeness. It was just the most awesome, for sheer beauty. Mountains, the highest mountains, and the steepest cliffs, and the bluest sea, and the greenest waters, and everything was just like, wow, this is amazing. But we did some days where we went to some of the sites that we saw, and they were the kind of thing that if it was in the UK or anywhere else there would be 10,000 people there, and it would be a nightmare because it would be so busy and cramped. But we went to this thing, it was literally called the Big Waterfall. So if you ever go to Greece, go to the Big Waterfall. You go for a hike up a path, or down a path, and then there's a little pool, and you can go in, you can swim in the pool with its, to be fair, freezing cold water, and that's lovely and everything. There's water dripping off the cliffs and the walls and everything. It's like Curly something gorge, Cur Tali Toko gorge. So it in and of itself is like, wow, this is it's just surreal being there. And then this gorge at the bottom with the pool was like, oh, it's beautiful water. You see right through it and everything, really fresh. And you can swim in the pool, and then there's a little river you can follow. So you have to swim a little bit upstream, so you have to be able to swim, I guess. But it's not far. A fat lad like me can do it. And you get this massive waterfall, the Big Waterfall. See if I can find this. Don't know if you can see that, but it's basically that. And we were the only people there. Me and my wife went up on our own, so it's like a, I don't know, 5-10 minute swim. We were the only people there. And this just doesn't do it justice. It was amazing. The whole time I was just like, you know, when you kind of think, this is what awesome actually means. This is awesome. So we went there. Went another place. There was a lake, a big massive lake. You could go snorkeling in it. Loads of fish in the lake. I realised later there was loads of other things in the lake, like eels and all kinds of things that the kids definitely wouldn't have been. But yeah, there was like 2 or 3 other families there, and that was it. Completely dead. Whole thing to herself. Fantastic. You could take pedalos out that had big slides on them into the middle of the lake and go and slide off into the lake. And yeah, I was just literally just laying there with the snorkel on, going, "Oh, look at all these! Wow, this is amazing." Yeah, it was just brilliant, and the food, fantastic. The weather, it was like in a mid to high 20s. Just nice, not too hot. The villa we stayed in was like way posher than anything the likes of me was used to. And even the prices were like dead reasonable. I couldn't get my head around how. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but definitely didn't take the piss, and everything was fantastic. The people were really nice. Service was really good. It was nice and clean. I mean, we landed in Heraklion, and then we stayed in Rthymno, which was on the other side of the island. So there was like a, I don't know, 100-kilometre drive to get to this place. Heraklion was a bit touristy and a bit busy and a bit, because we spent the last day there, and it was a bit like, this is more what I expected it to be like. Still fine, but like a bit touristy. But Rthymno, the bit that we were at, was just fantastic. So I will shut up about this now unless anyone asks me more questions. Thoroughly recommend Crete. I was expecting it to be one of these places where we go and we were kind of glad to get away from it, but it was a bit like, I wish we'd stayed here a few more days. But the kids were, one kid was ready for coming home at least anyway. So that's where I've been. That's me. My holiday talk is done. It's 9:20. Won't mention it again anyway. June is ready. Great. Fishman Link says hello. Poor Gordon. Is Brian okay? Brian is fine. Yep. Every other fish is absolutely fine. How long can they live for? Snakeheads. I did mean to look that up earlier. Don't know. That's the water change kicking in. Five to 7 years. So he's easily 5 to 7 years old. $4.20 for Gordon. Very good. Oh, on Crete, weed is legal. That was another thing about my holiday. Every shop we went into for like beachside tourist shops, you could buy gigantic wooden dildos, penis bottle openers, shot glasses with boobs, and joints. The kids were like, "Oh, we need to get some of these." The wife was not happy. So yeah, maybe I should have got one. So sad, Humphrey and Gordon in the city. I know, yeah. There's me mum. So shame for your loss. Yeah, but I really do think he probably was old. So like I say, I got him when he was fully grown, and have had him a couple of years. How many baby discus do you have right now? I only have one. If you, well, you don't have to remember, but basically I had a pair in here who are still laying eggs, but everything else is eating them. And I put them in there for a while, but when I decided to get this tank going, I just thought, I'll just stick them back in there. And I had a clutch of eggs, which I think we got about 6 or 7 free swimming fry from. And I moved the fry. It was too early to move the fry. I knew they weren't going to last. I didn't expect any of them to last, but one of them did. And he's still going long. Aldabra tortoises, the case was. So this was the one, the person that got dumped. He dumped the bodies in publicly accessible woodland, nearly as big as that word, worth thousands. Very strange case. Yes. So I didn't want to turn into that guy. I hope the quiz has Mongol. It does not. I did find that you did pick that after I'd already written all the rest of the quiz. I'm sure he did say something, but I thought it was a joke. Then I went back and watched it and went, oh yeah, he did say that. Sorry. So, no. You'll just have to win again. And those words are from a Scotsman, should be fine for all who are white and get burned quickly. As a Scotsman, I'm one of the darker Scotsmen. Is that a word? That's not what I mean. I'm not a ginger, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So I'm not a peely wally Scotsman that burns instantly. I do take the heat quite well. So I should be fine. But yeah, it was that nice sort of heat. Lots of shades, lots of nice breezes and stuff, with it being most of Greece is an island, I suppose. Question: what do you folk across the pond call days like Christmas and whatnot? Are they also holidays, or is this another chips, crisps, and biscuits situation? So Christmas isn't the holidays. No, Christmas is Christmas. Easter is Easter. The bank holidays, we might call them bank holidays. Oh, yeah, this is just another vacation versus holiday. Yeah, let's not get into it. Mark's Carp Fishing. Hi Graham, hope you're well. Or Greem, I was called Greem a lot by people in the airports. Missing your videos, are you uploading any again soon? I will be. I haven't got any recorded. I should have got some recorded and queued up, but I've just basically had a break. Haven't done anything, haven't even checked my emails, I don't know what's going on. So if people have been emailing me, I'm terribly sorry, but I've been ignoring you on purpose. Vacations for trips and holidays for the days? No, you just call them hollybobs for all of them. Did you take the drone? I didn't take the drone. I should have taken the drone. Loads. I did see a couple of drones. We went to the Palace of Knossos, which was the only place that I saw a sign saying no drones, and the place I saw most drones. It's very... what a strange place. And driving there, God, that was an experience. So we didn't have to hire, but we did hire a big 7-seater. So it's 5 of us, but the kids just won't tolerate sitting next to the other, so we have to give them so 3 rows of seats just works out better. So what was it called? A Toyota City Primo or City Ace or something. Basically a bus. And it had this weird feature that I couldn't figure out how to turn off, that if you went anywhere near the white lines in the road, the steering bumped you out. I think it's like a safety feature to say, oh, falling asleep, if you see it, it'll bump you back into the lane, like a lane assist control thing. But all the roads only had one lane, and they were about an inch bigger than the width of the car that we hired. So I was just constantly getting buffeted between them. So we arrived at night time, pitch dark, had to drive 100 kilometres across these islands, and they don't do straight roads, so it's like all the way across, getting bumped all over the place with moaning kids in the back going, we're there yet. That was pretty stressful. But I could not get my head around the driving there. The customs, it seemed to be everything only had one lane, and there was 2 sets of speed limits, which I believe is one for dry and one for wet, and 2 sets of people. One who stuck to the speed limits religiously, and they were really slow speed limits, and one who ignored them religiously, and they would always be behind each other, so that was fun. And the speed limits were like on the twistiest of cliff edge mountain roads, it was 90 kilometres an hour. On what was basically a motorway and almost straight, 40 kilometres an hour. You're like, what? Oh, okay. But the people who wanted to overtake would only do so on a blind bend or on a blind hill. It was just the weirdest death wish driving I've ever seen. So I didn't take the drone. I didn't take anything because I thought, I'm going to relax. I need some relaxed time. I'm not going to plan to take loads of pictures. We did take lots of pictures, and inevitably I will release them. I had a bit of a laugh with my son where we've got a whole slew of pictures of me looking unimpressed pointing at things. So we would see like some ancient ruins, and I'd have a picture of me going. We thought it was fun, but that was all we did. Scott says, hope you're doing okay, hope you had a good time. Look forward to a quiz if there is one. There is a quiz. We will do the quiz at some point in the near future. It's a bit of a mishmash. There's a little bit of everything in tonight's quiz. This is the end of May quiz. I have no idea who's won because I didn't get as far as totting up. But I know Juggler won one. I know... Oh, did Stevie P win one? I can't remember. But we'll tot it up. But this could be the one. As always, for the quiz, we have these rules. There are 20 questions. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Questions 10 and 20, you get to wager your points. If you don't wager any points, you don't win any points. The points are tallied for the calendar month, so this is the one. The end of the month, whoever gets most points for the whole month, I will tally them up, will win a decent prize. They're all multiple choice. Use the same name as you can, if you can, for each week's quiz. And the correct answer is what I say it is, rather than what it actually is. If I'm wrong, tough titties. And even if you've not played before, everyone else could get 0 this week and you could get the big points, so you never know. It might be worth your time. Um, yeah, just public holidays. We call them bank holidays here. Yeah, in the UK they call them bank holidays. Missing your videos. Are you planning to? Have I read this? Sorry. Seeing your progress in the fish room. Yes, I'll probably do a bit of a tidy up. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last tonight because I'm absolutely shattered. I've done a couple of water changes. I've gone round everything, done a head count, and done a bit of a feeding on the tanks that I didn't have auto feeders on. So tomorrow will be a cleaning day, a proper cleaning day and proper water change day. So I might do a bit of an update on, oh, we've lost Gordon, and this is what I do when I come back from a holiday. So we'll see. A Scotsman who loves orange and is from the west coast is a true Hun. Oh, is this the Mongol question? Sorry. Turn that like button blue and smash subscribe to show your appreciation. Well, that would be nice. Yes, thank you very much for turning up, if nothing else, and listening to me moan and talk about my holiday. Mickey, he needs a good holiday. Haven't had one in a month or two. You always seem to be on holiday. Yeah, it was the first. That's what I mean. Normally, holidays are a bit of a chore. You're like, oh, got to get everything ready. No, I've got to go and drive there. This was great. Loved it. Yeah, I have no complaints. So I would definitely go back. Probably go back without the kids. But the kids, there was loads for the kids to do as well. It's just the kids are annoying sometimes. The swords have grown lovely, and they are getting enormous. I'm getting a little bit of blackbeard algae. I don't know if you can see on these ones. So I might have to go in and do a bit of trimming, but yeah, they are. Right, I'm a bit far behind, I think. Question: is it Crete that has the catacombs? Doesn't have. It has a labyrinth. Catacombs is Paris, isn't it? I'm sure other places have them as well. But yeah, there are. So there's the Palace of Knossos and Knossos. So it's all Minoan stuff, and there's links between the mythological and the actual. It's really interesting. It's a bit. I'm about to bore you to death here. The Palace of Knossos is both ruins and rebuilt stuff, and the guy that rebuilt it seems to be a bit dodgy in that he acquired the site during, well, it was basically, everyone look over there, and they all turned away, and he started fixing stuff and rebuilding it. So it was a little bit like, oh, this is clearly rebuilt, and it's his guess as to what it is, and more modern techniques might have different answers to things, but it was still very, very interesting. But again, it was in a place where you were just surrounded by like, oh, this is awesome. The Minotaur, that's where he was meant to be. So Crete is the birthplace of Zeus, and Knossos was something to do with the Minotaurs, as well as, what do you call the guy who flew too close to the sun? Icarus. It was a great Chinese. It was 1 in a million. I emailed about where my. No, you didn't. Cam, nice to have you join us for this time. They are words. Americans would call it a minivan. Yes, like a minivan. Lane assist? Yes, lane assist. There was no button on the steering wheel for lane assist. Yes, it was definitely. I know what lane assist is, but in any car that I've had lane assist, it's usually been like a beep. It hasn't actually steered you back in, so it was like being in a bumper car, just going boom, 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 boom. But yeah, there was. Trust me, I sat in that car for ages looking for a button to turn it off, and there was no way of turning it off. So to all you saying you can turn it off easily, no, you can't. Sorry. Sorry to everyone that's in the daytime. 100 kilometres is there. No, 100 kilometres is what, 60 miles? Something like that. Yeah, 60 mile an hour roughly is about 100 kilometres an hour. We went to Crete the other year. I've never been a nervous driver until that first trip out of the airport. Yeah. we picked up the car at the airport, and the guy was like that. Yes, the car's brand new. And even just getting out of the car park from the car hire place, I was a bit like, what? How? What? Creek has the Minotaur? Yes, I think it does. Well, obviously it didn't, but you know what I mean. Yes. Silver Creek's in. Nice to see you, Tommy. Did you go to any fish shops? I didn't go to any fish. I did see lots of fish, and I swam with lots of fish. I did think about, because there was an aquarium, and at one point, when we were starting to lose the rag with one of the kids, it was either water park or aquarium. An aquarium was the punishment, and I was a bit like, that's not fair. I'd quite like to go to the aquarium, but that was one of the options. But I didn't, no. I think I've got some footage of me swimming with some of the fish and taking some pictures of them, but that was it. Knossos was the first Minotaur labyrinth, right? It is indeed. Lane assist in a Renault Clio was brutal. It was. I've never had anything like it. I have had lane assist and do have lane assist in one of my cars that I've got at the moment. It's just nothing like this. It also had a I don't know if I should tell this story. It kept shouting at me. It shouted at me for everything, this car. It was like it didn't like the way I drove at all. And admittedly, one of these is a good one, but it kept telling me to keep my hands on the steering wheel. I was like, what's you telling me how to drive bloody car? I'll drive with my knees if I want to drive with my knees. But yeah, you take your hands off the steering wheel for a few seconds. It's like, hey, hands on the steering wheel. Big flashing lights coming up. The last car I hired in Aussie had a coffee break alarm in it. It did my head in as I'd never drove so hyper in my life. The car telling me I needed the coffee. It didn't do any of that. Did you see any mermaids? I didn't see any mermaids. That's the thing. I just couldn't get over how few things and few people there were, and how awesome everything was. So, public service announcement. If you fancy going on holiday to Crete, go to the end of the island. Don't stay on the airport side. That's rough as rats. Not really. Right, we have got about 20 minutes until we start the quiz. I'm going to put up the link now-ish. I've even got an eliminator for you. I've got a feeling someone else might win the eliminator because they're not that hard, the questions. Let me get the thing up. Oh no, I've done it wrong. Div. Hang on, there's a question to do. I need to reset the stats. There should be a way to do that. How do I do that? I've accidentally overrun the last Eliminator quiz rather than starting a new one. So I need to get rid of the rankings and all that jazz. Reset, that's the one. Clear, yep, I'm clear. Yep, you need to claim your prize. The first ever winner of an Eliminator was Jack from 2 weeks ago. We'll sort something out, no doubt, soon. We took a detour through an olive grove. It was very sketchy. It almost damaged the hire car, but there was no turning back. Yeah, there was at one point we went to see... it was another set of ruins or something, and so you drive up to it, and it was great. You drive up to this place, you park, you get out, you go, wow, as you look around and see all the cliffs and mountains and everything. Go down, see the ruins, see the... Like, you go into these cisterns, they were called the cisterns. They're basically just big, massive underground caves that they dug out by hand. And you can get right in them, you can clamber over stuff, it's all, yeah, go for it. It's no behind ropes or anything like that. And then you can go through aqueducts, and yeah, it was amazing just to see the sheer scale of everything. And then got back to the car, and it was like one way, so the way out was a different way, and I'm in this car that's enormous, and I had to get the wife to get out and guide me, because it was literally like you could get a fag paper in between each side of the car, this bit that we're trying to get out of. It's like, pfft. But the olive groves as well, I'd love to go back at the end of summer. I think in summer it'd be too hot, it'd be like 1,000,000 degrees, but maybe like September, something like that. I think that might be good. Did anyone mention Malakas? No, all the Greek people that I met in the bit we were in were really nice. I was due as a prize. I got, no, you don't get a prize for getting to 8, Brian. Come on. So we'll do the first quiz at 10 o'clock, which is, what, 15 minutes away? You get to choose whether you want it to be the Eliminator or the normal quiz. The normal quiz is a big one for this month. Dixon Designs, hello everyone. Hello yourself. How are you? The Eliminator, as you know, just a friendly reminder where I'll go and get a beer. Only 10 questions. In increasing difficulty. I'm going on to Vocation, Life and Death, the classic IPA. This may be the death of me this evening. And if you win the Eliminator, you get a prize straight away. Well, you get promised a prize in 6 to 8 working years. Now, I know I do owe some people some stickers. I think I've just seen a comment from June there. I had to give my address to Graham for something. I was going to get you a towel, wasn't I? I don't actually have a towel, so I'll need to order a towel so I can send it to you. We'll get that sorted out. You forgot to put me on there, the only one to beat the Eliminators. Well, let's see, can we get a second person to beat the Eliminator? You definitely weren't cheating. Nobody's given Jack the login to Crowdpod or anything, have they? Not that I don't trust you, Jack. Malakas, look it up. Doesn't Malakas mean what I think it means? Yeah. A bus Malacca. I instantly think if I'm in a foreign land, I instantly think all locals are talking about me behind my back. So, any thoughts? Do you want to do Eliminator or do you want to do the big quiz first? I also didn't get the business model of some of the street sellers. I mean, I'm sure there must be lots of local people go there on holiday as well, and I think there was lots of Greek people there on holiday. Um, but like I say, the five kind of items for sale were giant wooden dildos, giant wooden dildo bottle openers, giant boob shot glasses, jewellery of any description, chessboards, and then the sixth one was massive knives. And like, they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to buy this big massive knife?" And I'm like, I can't get that on the airplane. "Oh no, it'll be fine." I'm like, "Will it? I don't think it will." And when I say massive knives, like machetes and swords and stuff like that. Not me. You didn't give him it. Yeah, fine. Normal quiz. Fine, Jack. We'll get that up for you shortly. Is Rebecca watching Lord of the... I think she must be. She was meant to be here, wasn't she? But no, she's not having it. I'm just checking Discord, as you all should do if you want to join in on the fishy chat and even non-fishy chat afterwards. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take 1 week off. I'm trying to remember how to organise my screen so as I can show you these things. Pardon me. That's the Eliminator. I don't want to do the Eliminator. I'm so rubbish at this. Copy link. Right, if you want to play along to the quiz, which will start in a few minutes, that is the link. Or you can scan that QR code while I resize the screen to make sure it fits properly. Just a bit like that. There we go. Almost. Let's move that up a bit. There you go. I'm giving you a bad time. It's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, June. Shall we all sing? And it makes me extremely old. Oh no. Young at heart. Let's go with that. I live it every day when you guys talk normal behind my back. Should I make a Discord server? Why not? Or you can join mine. I'm too busy for it. You can have it. When I first made it, there is a fish fam or a fish link Discord server. It's a bit more generic. When I first made mine, I was like, "Oh, this is like, you can only join it if you like Graham or if you like Aquarium Adventures." Yeah, whatever. It happens to be in my name, but I don't want to be exclusive. So I've made lots of areas in there for people to promote their own stuff, and I'm not nasty about anyone promoting their videos on my Discord. It's all fine. Everyone is welcome. Yes, happy birthday indeed to June. Lily Loft says, "I'm a bit too thick for your quizzes, but me and the hubby like to play along." Nonsense. There's some easy questions in there as well. And if they are too hard, they're too hard for everyone. Everyone complains about my quizzes. I don't know why I'm proud about that. I like the fact that everyone's upset that it's either too easy, too hard, Too generic, too specific. I think I've had just about every complaint you can have about it. There are real life scientists on my disc. There are indeed. Yeah, it's not just idiots that have cameras on YouTube. I've met Graham. He's a 2x4. He's a plank. You're. That's one thing I won't tolerate, is anyone saying they have a better quiz. My quiz is the best because everyone complains about it. That's one of the main things about it. Right. We have 14 people in the quiz. I'll post the link one more time. Is that the right link? Hope so. And in a few minutes we'll get kicked off. It's the Goldilocks porridge of quizzes. There may even be a porridge related question. I've said too much now. I've given it away. I've also... Should I give this away? As a bit of a test, I've left one question in from the previous week to see if anyone remembers. Don't worry, we're not going yet. Got another 8 minutes. 8 minutes? 8 minutes or so. Your birthday tomorrow. So that's June, Juggler. Anyone else with a J that his birthday is tomorrow? I got a fish order today, says JT, but they delivered the wrong frozen food. A test, he says. Lazy yeah. Yeah, you got me. You may notice that where I've changed the question, I've left the same picture. So, apologies for that. Fish Fam Link can even do birthdays. Wow. No birthdays for today, but the next birthday is Lisa NJ, only Oscars, on the 6th of January 2024. What? It's backwards Americans. On the 1st of June. Why? Right. No hate, but Americans, why do you do that? That's ridiculous. Why would you do month, day, year? You go smallest to biggest. Day, month, year. Lisa's was last Sunday and forgot until someone else reminded you. Oh dear. It is weird, isn't it? I'm sorry to be divisive. I'm trying to welcome all are welcome in the fish family to Aquarium Adventures. But yeah, sort the dates out. What's the point in that? Ask an American, what do they call Independence Day? It's the 7th of April, isn't it? We laugh at you too. Caleb Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Welcome. Nice to see you, Caleb. If you're quick, Caleb. You don't even have to be that quick. If you're anything other than glacial, Caleb, you can join the quiz if you click this link that I'm posting right now. We've only got 15 players so far. Usually Brian's saying now I don't want to upset any Americans. It's just your date thing is just weird. Like you'll say the 5th of April or the 25th of December, but you'll write December the 25th. What? Like, yeah, Independence Day, it's the 4th of July. So why don't you write 4-7? Why do you say the 4th of July, but you don't say the July of 4th? Weirdos. I love you all. Please keep watching my videos. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That is my point. You're English, so I'm being... you know you can fall out with people, June. I'm very much not English. Not that there's anything wrong with English people. God, I'm going to upset everybody now. My entire demographic is going to shift towards being purely Indian people. Jack Saxon Fish Fam link for a joke. This, in my experience, has never gone well. So if you want to ask it for a joke, you just type FFL and then a command. So in this case, joke appears the answer. What did the fish say to the eel? You're so shocking. That was meant to be the cricket's noise, but even that didn't want to work because that joke was so bad. What do you call a fish with a broken fin? Unlucky. Okay, stop asking it for jokes. This isn't right. The July of 4th. It sounds like a Scottish play. Yeah, it's a bridge. A Scotsman living in England. That's right. I'm the advance guard for when we come to take over. Who farted? I'm pretty sure it was Mark's carpfish. Right. Enough of this nonsense. Last chance to join the quiz. We will be getting ready to kick it off. And you'll see it soon there. What do you call a magical fish? A goldfish that grants wishes. I mean, is it AI or someone actually put these into a database somewhere? Because they're getting worse. Stevie P, nice to see you anyway. Yes, you and me both, Jack. I don't get it either. The riddles or the jokes. It's ChatGPT. It's ChatGP poo. Have you seen the new ChatGPT? Oh, that's something else. Right, I'm about to go back here. There might be some Greek questions in this one. There might be some random fishy questions. But if we're ready to go, I'm going to start the countdown. I just saw that though. If it does that, that's something else. Right. Badumtish. I used to date a lass. She was a prawn. Very shellfish. Wah, wah, wah. Right, the 30-second countdown has started. Best of luck to everyone. Remember, just have a bash. Whatever strategy you employ, whether it's immediately, I don't know, guess. That's a good enough strategy as any other. Here we go. What is the largest Greek island? Is it Crete, Rhodes, Corfu, or Santorini? I can confirm they are all Greek islands. Most of you think it's Crete. Some of you think Rhodes. Most of you are correct because it is indeed Crete. Texas Tom in their fast Stevie P second crash. Purple Burglarum. Thank God, got that one wrong. Aquarium Shed, nice to see you. Are we ready for number 2? I think we might be. Andy says, I second guessed and I already hate all of this. Keep second guessing, it might work out for you one day. Question 2. What is a spurtle? Is it a baby turtle, a stick used to stir porridge, a type of footwear, or a Greek drink? What is a spurtle? Now, if you were watching 5 minutes ago, you might know this one. Lots of you were watching 5 minutes ago. It's a stick used to stir sporridge. Sporridge? That is a spurtle. Question 3. Do you like how I get my quizman voice comes on? Question 3. Actor Kelsey Grammer was the voice of which Simpsons character? Mo Sizlak, Barney Gumble, Lenny, don't know his second name, or Sideshow Bob? I will be calling baby turtles spurtles from now on. I think that is a good name for them. And if that catches on, I'm claiming it. Right, most of you thought it was Sideshow Bob, a couple of Barney Gumbles. But of course it was Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob. Stevie P, straight into the lead. Texas Tom and Aquarium Shed making up the top 3. Then quite the gap to number 4. Oh, not that much of a gap. Question 4, are we ready? All you who are 3 for 3, keep it up. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Scott. Oh, what's going on there? What would you not find in Lake Kourounas, Crete? That was the lake that I was talking about, where we went swimming and snorkeling and saw all the things. Would you not find jellyfish, water snakes, turtles, or eels? Nine of you thought jellyfish, 5 for water snakes, 2 for turtles, and 3 for eels. Well, it has everything except jellyfish. And had I known it had water snakes and eels, none of my kids would have went swimming in there. Ready for question 5? What type of fish is known as the living fossil? Is it the Greenland shark, a lungfish, a goldfish, or a coelacanth? Fish question, just for the fish quiz. What fish is known as the living fossil? Now, they're all contenders, given that Greenland sharks are like 400 years old. Lungfish can live buried in for months, if not years. It's made you all think it was lungfish, but it was the coelacanth. What does that do to the scores? Not very much. Oh no, we have had Stevie P remains at the top, but Mona, Lee and Texas Tom have made it into the top 3. JT, only 2 questions correct. Dave, 3. Lily, also 3. Yeah, this, like I say, once you get to the wagering questions, this could be anyone's. Question 6. The weaver fish is one of the only fish in the UK that is poisonous, venomous, deaf, or blind. Which is it? It's one of only 2 fish. One is the lesser weaver and one is the greater weaver. Quite an even split between poisonous and venomous, and I must admit I put them in as options just to be mean, because everyone always confuses poisonous and venomous, me included. Poisonous is if you eat it, venomous is if it eats you. It's venomous. Oh, top 3 didn't score on that one. Zenny up to 4th. Shadow up to 16th with that one. Oh, a lot of people got that one wrong. Aquarium Shed up to 7th. Dave, Gasmas, JT all making it into the first page. And number 7, question 7. On the TV show Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible, how long was the self-destruct warning? Dun 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 dun. Vocation, chicken tropic, DDH, IPA. Is it 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 20 seconds? What do we all think? Ooh, there's going to be some movers and shakers now, because the correct answer, you all thought it was 30 seconds. It was actually only 5 seconds. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Stevie P back in his rightful place at the top. Where's Juggler? I've not even seen Juggler's name. Lady is 16th. What's happening? Juggler's only got 2 right. Lots of, no it was not. Yes it was so. In fact, shall we Google that one? There you go. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. I don't want to play that because I'll get who cares?
The truth or falsity of this information is so important that they are sending their most brilliant intelligence officer, Stefan Miklos, to investigate. Your mission, Jim, should you decide to accept it, is to make Stefan believe Townsend's information. As always, should you or any of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim.
Next question. Question 8. In which war did the Battle of Hamburger Hill take place? Was it WW2, Vietnam, Korean War, or the American Civil War? Wow, a lot going for Civil War and WWII. It was the Vietnam War. I thought that would have been an easy one. And it was for the top 4. They all got it right. Juggler, Shadow, and Caleb also getting that one, as well as Luli. Question 9. Whose logo is this? There's no logo there. Ah! Right, wait a minute. We can do something about this. Why is it not showing the logo? Why would it not show the logo? Because it's right there, I can see it. Okay, some of you say you can see it, so we'll just crack on with it. It's basically a blue wreath around a world globe thing with a spike and a snake. It's that logo for anyone that cares. Okay, I should add a new rule for when the quiz screws up. It's not my fault. Well, you all thought it was either the United Nations or the WHO, and you were correct if you said WHO. Oh, so you lot can see it. Fair enough. So it's just this that's screwed up. But I also gave you a clue. I said, whose logo is this? Who? World Health Organization. Who? Was that too deep? Too meta? The UN is the same logo, but it doesn't have the snake and the needle thing. Right, let's try again. Question 10. This is the one where you have to place your wagers. Are we ready? Oh, this is the memory test one. So remember, if you don't bet any points, you don't win any points. What fish numbering system came first? CW numbers, L numbers, LDA numbers, or C numbers? Can you remember? This was a question on a previous quiz. Okay, most of you going for L numbers. It was L numbers. Well done. Well done, most of you. Right, that has made a difference. Stevie P has retained the lead, but Juggler has appeared from nowhere to get second, and Shadow appeared from nowhere also to get third. Aquarium Shed in fourth, June in fifth, JT in sixth, I think that was. Zenny's lost all the points. Lily's lost all the points. Crash's lost all the points. Crazy Goldfish, Mona Lee, Texas Tom lost a few points, but not all of them. So everyone's still in it. Question 11. Here we go. Another one where it's not showing you the picture. I'm assuming you can see it. What kind of fish is this? Even though I can't see it on the screen. You can see it, that's good. Is it a snakehead, an Oscar, an arowana, or a lungfish? You all think it's an arowana, apart from one person. No, apart from two people. You're alright. It is indeed an arowana. Most people getting that one right. Let's crack on to question 12. According to the myth, which Greek god was born on Crete? Was it Zeus, Poseidon, Apollo, or Thor? Obviously, Thor being in the picture, not a Greek god. A little bit of a hint for you there. Most of you going for Zeus, a couple of Poseidons, Poseidon being Zeus's brother. Was indeed Zeus, yes. Zeus was born on Crete in a cave somewhere. Question 13. Whose flag is this? Again, I hope you can see it. Is it because I've not made the thing big enough or small enough? Why is that? Okay, I've broke it now. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we've lost it. Hey, at least it's not spreadsheets. You all thought it was Greece. You all were correct, mostly. Meaning that the prizes... my thing's crashed. It won't let me do the thing. Can I take that out? No. Take it out over here. Alright, we're going to just have to live with this being a bit skew-if because it's not happy. Question 14. A black ghost knifefish belonged to which fish family? Actinopterygidae, Cyprinidae, Cichlinidae, Loricaridae. Most of you thought it was A, Actinopterygidae, or G, depending how you say it. And you were all right, because that is indeed the answer. Why won't you... Stevie P is in the lead by a good 350 points, ahead of Shadow and Juggler. One more wagering question to come, though. In which film were people terminated when they reached 30 years old? Is someone questioning my quizzing prowess? We'll come back to that. In which film were people terminated when they reached 30 years old? Terminator, Tron, Logan's Run, or Barbarella? Most of you going for Tron, because of the image, I imagine. But no, it was Logan's Run. What's that done to the scores? Shadow got that one wrong. Oh no! Right, hang on. We've got one more thing we can do here. Do you know what? She's right. Just for a change. No, she's not right. Oh, yeah, she is right. Damn it. Black ghost knifefish. Family. Should have been that one. I've gone for class rather than family. I apologise. And also, I unapologise because the answer is what I say it is, not what it actually is. Anyway, question 16. Sarah Michelle Gellar played which teen hero on TV? Is it Supergirl, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Wonder Woman, or Batgirl? Almost everyone thought it was Buffy for some reason. Because it was Buffy. Well done, almost everyone. So, as we go into question 17, Stevie P on 1,522 points. Shadow on 1,074. Juggler on 1,072. Aquarium Shed on 850. Barbarossa 785. June 781. Dave H 757. And then other people have points as well. Question 17. What colour are the geography questions in Trivial Pursuit? The green, blue, orange or red. I even took the time to make the answers the same colour as the text. Tommy says my ghost knife got eaten by my pleco. Ugh. Okay, most people there going with blue because it is blue. Blue are geography questions. Top 4 getting that right. Aquarium Shed losing out, moving down a place. Question 18. What does the B stand for in USB? Is it bus, bytes, bit, or button? Is it universal serial bus, universal serial bytes, universal serial bit, or upside down button? Oh, mostly going for bus. Well done, mostly. It's one of those universal truths that a USB stick, a thumbstick, a data stick has a superposition because it has 3 ways it can be right. It can be put it in that way, it'll be wrong. Turn it around, put it in that way, it'll be wrong. Put it in that way, it'll be right. Every single time. Right, question 19. What magazine started numbering plecos with an LDA number? Now, this is a slight play on a previous question. Was it DATS, Heiko Monthly, PFK, or Das Aquarium? Most of you going with Das Aquarium and DATS. 7 each. The answer is Das Aquarium, LDA. Laurie Carey Day, Das Aquarium. DATS was the L number system. I'm sure I saw Rebecca getting the wrong answer there. I just want to highlight it. Where was it? No, wasn't that? Right, this is it. Have a look at the scores. There's like 400 points separating first and second and third. But anyone in the top 10 realistically can win this. So if Stevie P, Juggler and Shadow, who all scored 0 points on that one, were to bet everything and score 0 points on question 20, they would lose everything. So theoretically anyone can win this one. Even old Crash down at the bottom. Are we ready? Here we go. Question 20. Place your points wager now. I'll give you a clue. This question is about cars. Not fish, sorry. A snake appears on the logo of which car brand? Is it Lamborghini, Porsche, Maserati, or Alfa Romeo? A snake appears on the logo of which car brand? That is a Ferrari in the picture, so that shouldn't help anyone. Lamborghini, famously a bull. Porsche, giving away answers now. Maserati or Alfa Romeo? Most of you have gone for Alfa Romeo. So 3 people who have gone for Lamborghini, Porsche and Maserati are going to be really upset because the answer is Alfa Romeo. Let's see what that does. Your winners are, in third place, Aquarium Shed with 1,960 points. Second place, Juggler with 2,490 points. And in first place, Stevie P. Stevie P. Well done, Stevie P. That's loud. Well done, Zenny, with your 13 points. you finished with more than 0. Fourth place, JT. Fifth, Texas Tom. Dave H. Mark Barbarossa. Purple Burl. Oh, Shadow called it. Bet everything and got it wrong. Mona Lee, Lily in just outside the top 10 with Brian on 12. Gas Musk on 13. Crazy Goldfish, Caleb, Zenny, Shadow, June and Crash. Well done, everyone. I failed. I was 0 all the way until halfway. And then look, you got up to 12 though. That's what I mean. This is anyone can win this. So what we have to do now is I have to extract the points from this, which I can do somehow. Where can we do that? Export player rankings. And we'll add up all your points, and whoever has won, Stevie P and Juggler, I think it's going to be between you two for this one, for May. But June starts next month. Tomorrow, in fact. So come back next week and start your campaign to win a prize. So if you are in the US, you basically get to pick anything off my Spreadshirt shop. Spreadshirt shop. Shit, spreadshirt. Nope. Shit shop spread. Nope. Spreadshirt site. Spread shop site. So if you end up being the winner and you come from anywhere that's not the UK, you basically pick anything off this site. Any of these designs, it could be a bag, it could be a hoodie, it could be a whatever, and we'll send you one of these designs. If you haven't won, you just want one of them. If you want a t-shirt with Aquarium Nerd, I should do that for one for Glaswegians, where I just take out the R, Aquarium Ned. You can get it on all kinds of products. Let's see, what kind of products can you... Right, I'm going to kill this because it's not happy. Whether you live in the UK, US, Australia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, whatever, these are all my designs. You can pick any design and then pick any product, basically. If you're lucky enough to win, I'll just send you one. If you're not lucky enough to win, you can just buy one. And then the address is there. Aquarium Adventures, myspreadshop.co.uk. Links are in the description. If you're in the UK, you can also choose any of these, but you can also choose my fish food, my 3D printed products that are bespoke, whatever you want, basically. I'll send you some stuff. And we'll see who it is. Yeah, so JT, you can pick anything off that shop that you want, or if you want some of the foods or stickers or other merch, I'm sure we can sort some kind of thing out. But international shipping is a bitch, so it costs quite a lot. But yeah, pick what you want, we'll sort you out. Bedtime for JT. You're not even going to try and win your second Eliminator. Some people, eh? I think that wins me too. I think it might win it, but you and Stevie P have been high up on all the ones for me. My next t-shirt, see you next Friday. Conf. Right, what does everyone else think? Do we want to give JT a chance to extend his run on the Eliminator and start it straight away? Or do we want to say waste time and then he'll go away? Let's go straight into the Eliminator because I'm tired myself. Are we ready? Eliminator. Give you all a reminder while I think about this and how I actually get it to work. Right, the Eliminator. Just read the screen, that's all the rules, how it works. I'm with you, Scott. I'm knackered as well. If you want to play the Eliminator, there is the link. And there is my gurning face. Live desktop organization with Aquarium Adventures. Right, hopefully this one won't break. Let's go. Do it now, I'm knackered. Quite right. QC, nice to see you. I mean, I could do live spreadsheeting. I could get all the spreadsheets up and do the formulas and everything. A pro. You are very much not a pro at spreadsheeting. The way I saw you mangling those spreadsheets, I'll do nested if statements and all sorts. No, don't worry. Don't leave now. No, I won't do that. It's fine. We'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll get into the Eliminator. Basically, the big deal with the Eliminator is if you get them all right, you get a prize. So it could be 10 people could win. It could be 0 people. No. If you win, you get a prize, basically. This is your last chance in May to win a prize if you're not Stevie P or Juggler. You could get 2 prizes. I'm curious how you spreadsheet. All of mine have to go into CSV, so I'm limited to what I can do. CSVs they can go back into spreadsheets. CSV literally just means comma separated values, so those values can go back into cells, so you can do what you want with them. Right, we're ready to go? I think we are. I'm not doing a spreadsheet live. I might start a second channel. Spreadsheeting with Graham. Did I miss someone? I did as well. Planted Tank says hi. Hello, Planted Tank. First live I catch. Apologies, it's not a more professional one. I'm very tired. But hopefully you can hang around, play our games with us. What we're about to play is a little quiz called the Eliminator. You're going to be asked 10 questions. There's going to be quite a short amount of time to answer those 10 questions. Why is that doing that? And it's basically, you get it right, you go on to the next question. You get it wrong, you're out. And here we go. We're about to start. Zen's in anyway, even though she doesn't think she's going to be. I just seen another one. Snoring with Graham. Who is this actor? Remember, you've only got 20 seconds to answer this. Is it Matt Damon, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Tom Cruise, or Brad Pitt? Jean-Claude Van Damme, so often not the answer. This time, actually the answer. Well done, 17 people. Whoever said Brad Pitt and Matt Damon, you deserve to be out. Because it is Jean-Claude Van Damme. 3 were eliminated there. I'm not sure I can see who was eliminated. Oh, yeah, I can. JT thought that was Brad Pitt, right? Go to bed. We're done with you now. Of course it wasn't Brad Pitt. Question number 2. What was the name of the girl who became known for her diary she wrote during World War II? Is it Emily Bronte, Jane Austen, Anne Frank, or Jean-Claude Van Damme? Jean-Claude Van Damme's not going to be an answer to every question. Everyone thought it was Anne Frank. Were they quick enough? Because they were all right. They were quick enough. Everyone moves on to question number 3. Well done, everyone. Yeah, Dutch question just for you, Jack. But no, you didn't even know who Jean-Claude Van Damme was, you idiot. Question 3. Which domesticated animal has breeds called Flemish Giant, French Lop, and Netherland Dwarf? Is it a ferret, a dog, a rabbit, or a cat? Almost all of you going for rabbit. 1 dog in there. It is rabbit. We've lost someone. Who have we lost? Who have we lost? Oh no, Aquarium. Shit, thought it was a dog. was not a dog. The Wabbits. What is the name of Apollo 11's landing module? Was it the Enterprise, Falcon, Voyager, or Eagle? Landing module. The something has landed. One Falcon, 7 Voyagers, and 8 Eagles. The Eagle has landed. Come on, people. So we've got QC, Mona Lee, Barbarossa, Zenny, Juggler, Mal, Brian, and June are still in it. 8 survivors. Going into question number 5. What did my true love gift on the 7th day of Christmas? Just thought I'd throw in a Christmas thing in the middle of end of May. Is it 7 swans a swimming, 7 ladies dancing, 7 lords a leaping, or 7 geese a laying? Whoa, quite the spread here. So 7 swans a swimming, got 3, 1 ladies dancing, 3 lords a leaping, and 1 geese a laying. It's 7 swans a swimming. So QC, Barbarossa, and Zenny still in it. See, if I'd done this quiz around Christmas time, you'd know this because this is in every Christmas quiz. But question 6, here we go. Now we're getting into the hard ones. 3 people left. Which horror film franchise features the character Leatherface? Is it Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, or Saw? Everybody went for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, and they were correct. So, QC, Barbarossa, and Zenny are still in it. And going into number 7. What is the flight time from the UK to Crete? 4 hours, 6 hours, 2 hours, or 8 hours? Four, 6, 2, or 8. We have 1 for 4, 1 for 6, and 1 for 8. Having just done it, I can confirm it is 4. Barbarossa. 1 person left. Going into question 8. I never said which plane. Any plane you can find going from the UK to Crete. Right, we're all behind you, Barbarossa. What can you do? Question 8. How many planets in our solar system are bigger than Earth? How many are bigger than Earth in our solar system? Is it 4, 0, 5, or 2? Barbarossa went for 4. Is that correct? Yes! So Barbarossa's still in it. Barbarossa has now overtaken Brian. If you get this one right, Barbara, you have overtaken Brian as the second best Eliminator. If you get the next 2 right, you win a prize, an equal JT. Question 9. What is the motto of the American Taxidermy Society? Get stuffed, live forever, if you can kill it, we can stuff it, or mile. It's not mile. That was an accident. She went for live forever. The answer is get stuffed. Wah, wah, wah. So sorry, Barbara. You get so close, so close. Their official motto is "Get stuffed." No survivors at question 9. Question 10, just for fun. Which dense, towering, anvil-like shaped vertical cloud formation is associated with thunderstorms? Cirrus, cumulonimbus, stratus, or altostratus? The correct answer is cumulonimbus. Well, it's not showing us. An update is available. Unlucky. Yeah, whatever. Reload. Do what you want. See if I care. So close, Barbarossa. So close. The British Taxidermy Society doesn't have such a motto. Well, I bet they don't, because I asked what was the American Taxidermy Society. And they do have such a motto. Bedtime for me. Thank you, Jack. Thanks for sticking around. Well done, everyone who got as far as you got. I would have only got 2 wrong, so at least I don't feel as stupid as I thought I would. I mean, the idea is not to make you feel stupid, it's to push you to your ultimate limits. American Taxidermy makes my day. There's an American taxidermy company with the best advert. It's probably the society. They are literally mental. Right. Good night, everyone, says Aquarium Shed. Thank you, everyone, for staying as long as you have. I'm also going to have to say good night to everyone. There's probably going to be a live stream after this from Coldwater Aquatics. I don't know, because my computer's not playing ball. I'm amazed I've made it this far. Thank you for your attention, your participation, and your comments and questions. If you have any more questions, get them in now, because I'm about to turn this off. Or shall I have another beer? I'll have one more beer and answer some questions. Get your questions in quick, otherwise I'm going to turn it off and enjoy my beer in front of the television. This one is the Vocation Special Edition Toucan Tropic. But it's definitely not going to be an all-night snorathon because I'm very tired. Any questions on Greek food, Greek customs, Greek myths? I just happen to know a lot about them at the moment. Let me know. I've done acre birds. What are we talking about here? I've missed something. I want to learn traditional taxidermy, working my skeletal preservation skills currently. Yeah, I think you'll probably have seen the Twitter accounts and stuff for bad taxidermy, where they post all the really horrific stuff, and that is just bad. Comically bad. It's fine. Good taxidermy. There's a lot of people that... It's probably split in two between like the kind of scientific taxidermy, where you've got a specimen and you're recreating it for posterity, for people to study, to say, oh, this is what this looked like, this is the colour it was, the size it was, the shape it was. And then you've got the Aunt June, whose old dog died, and you're preserving something at its absolute worst because it's been ill for 20 years, it's half blind, it's only got one leg, and somebody tries to stuff it in, as if that's making it, as if it's preserving the memory of the thing for, it's hilarious. So I get it, and I don't get it at the same time. So I can get it where Rebecca's come from the scientific side of things. Of, yeah, to preserve something, to make something accurate, so as it's different to seeing a picture. Seeing a thing is different to seeing a picture or reading a description. You can see it and you go, oh right, that's what that meant. So I don't know. I don't see one scheduled though. They not got no cold water aquatics. Whatever is going on. But I've not even logged into my computer for a week, so I don't know what's going on here. Question: why do girls not understand the once you've broke the seal rule? Is that a thing that they don't understand that? Surely not. So for any girls watching who don't know what once you've broken the seal rule is, so I've now had 4 beers and haven't had to go for a pee. If I went for a pee now, I'd have to go for a pee every 4 sips or every 20 minutes, regardless of how much more I consume. But I could probably fit in another 2 pints before I have to go for a pee. Scientifically, I cannot explain it. Don't know why it happens. Is anybody going to watch the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight? Absolutely not. No, I'm not going to. I'm interested in it in that I kind of hope Mike Tyson kills him. I shouldn't say it like that. I kind of hope Mike Tyson obliterates him, but I'm worried that it's all bought and paid for and he's not going to. It's just, I hate it. I hate everything about it. I've seen a few stories that Mike Tyson's been ill. I mean, Mike Tyson's not a nice guy either. So, who do you root for in that situation? I've got an arsehole versus a fanny. Which one do I care about most? But, no. Don't like it. Tyson Paul happened. It was over. Has it already happened? Oh, was it tonight? I thought it was in July or something. Yeah, it's in July. So it hasn't happened yet. Unless it's July. I don't know. What key do you need to open a banana? A monkey? How do mermaids reproduce? Now there's the thorny ecological question that I've never thought of. It depends. Is it the kind of mermaids that are in Splash, or the kind of mermaids that are in non-Splash? Because Splash, they come out of the water, legs and shit. It's fine. Most mermaids stay in the water, don't they? So you'd have to think they were. I don't want to get indelicate about mermaid reproductive systems. The egg scatterers or live bearers. I hope live bearers, because they're half human. I've not answered your question, Brian. Okay, I have. Most fishes lay eggs. Yeah, but most fishes aren't half human. If they scatter eggs, why do they have mammary? Yeah, exactly. Mermaids are mammals. Are we sure about that, though? I don't know of any mammals that have fishtails. Did they not already fight? Well, no, apparently it's like June, but I heard something about Mike Tyson being ill or having to be rescued off a plane or something like that. And I know he has been, like, wheelchaired on and off planes in the past. But I still think if you cut, like, one arm and two legs off Mike Tyson, he'd still beat up that little twat. Like, why? Why is it? Why? Why is he fighting Mike Tyson? If he wants to be, as he claims, if he wants to be a proper boxer, why is he not fighting proper boxers? The only proper boxer he's fought is a pretty shitty proper boxer in Tommy Fury. And he got beat. So, at best, he's a journeyman. Aquarium Adventures versus King of DIY. Don't think that'll happen. We're in very different weight classes. Alright, a real question here. Muck guppies versus line guppies. I've got a special place for both, I think. Muck guppies. I've got a thing for muck guppies, so if we're classifying muck guppies as any non-line bred guppy or any mixed variety of guppies, you can still get nice specimens out of muck guppies. And again, I think you can have a couple of ways of running with muck guppies, where you can have I'm going to see what I can get and then pick out something and try and create a new line, or I've got lots of guppies and I'm making lots more guppies. Both are fantastic ways to keep fish, because you see it's not evolution, but people talk about it in those terms, that you can see evolution in front of your eyes, that within 4 or 5 generations something different happens, and it's just cool, if nothing else. Whereas line bred guppies, and actually getting a line to stick, is quite difficult. It's not as easy as, oh, it's just guppies, they'll just do it. No, they won't. So both. I can't answer your question because I think both are good ways to do it. Some mammals lay eggs. Are we talking platypuses? What else? I mean, all mammals have eggs. It's whether the laying of the egg, I guess, is the defining feature of mammals is milk. Yeah. So Lisa and Brian both think they've had it. I've looked it up. I've not seen anything other than someone's Mike Tyson's replacement. I don't know. Hang on. Pigeons produce milk. Really? I think I saw a baby pigeon when I was on holiday. Yeah. A curd-like substance is created from fat-filled cells that line the crop and is regurgitated to feed the squab, so it's not true milk. But that big waterfall I was talking about, loads of birds were nesting along it, and I saw some pigeons flying in, and I saw some baby pigeons. you find much stronger. Yeah, Brian, mutts can be a lot stronger. And that's one of the things about setting a line, for instance, is you can get them to have 3 or 4 generations of the same shapes, colours, and features, but by that point they might be so genetically weak that they can't survive, I don't know, a drop in temperature or some water parameters change, and they're like, oh no, I've had enough, thank you. Whereas muck guppies are like, yeah, whatever, I'll just live in this puddle for a year, I'll be fine. Depends on what the other half of the mermaid is. Yeah, so if you're going to have... Why are we talking about this? So if the mermaid is half fish, half woman, usually, so we're talking over-the-shoulder boulder holders required, so it's female, but is the bottom half female? You've got to assume so. Or is it just some fat bloke? Who knows? Let's just say eggs are involved and no one's ever seen a baby mermaid. Even fewer people have seen baby mermaids than baby pigeons. Did you know the platypus is venomous? Yeah, they're meant to have venomous spines, aren't they? Discus produce milk. Really? Surely not. As of 10 minutes ago, the news says the Tyson Paul fight is postponed. Oh no, however will we survive? Pigeon milk feels a lot like almond milk. Yeah, it's a whitish substance that you can eat your cornflakes with. Mammals, well, we've got Google at our fingertips. What is a mammal? A mammal is a vertebrate animal. A mammal is a vertebrate animal of the class Mammalia. Mammals are characterized by the presence of milk-producing mammary glands for feeding their young. See, I'm a mammal and I don't have milk-producing mammary glands. A neocortex region of the brain, fur or hair, and 3 middle ear bones. So is it like you have to have 3 of these? Because I don't have, as the famous film Meet the Focker said, I have nipples, I don't produce milk. So mammals are characterized by the presence of milk-producing mammary glands for feeding their young, a neocortex region of the brain, I think I've got one of them, and 3 middle ear bones, I think I've got that, and fur or hair. Not as much as I used to, but I've got some. Oh, I'm pretty sure men have milk-producing mammillary glands, but difficult to get those hormones working. Okay. So I can have a talk with the boys and see if we can get some. Well, no, I suppose I have heard about that, where men start. This stream is taking a turn. Typically, the male human cannot produce enough of the hormone prolactin to lactate, but they do have milk ducts, and it is possible. So it's a hormonal imbalance that stops us doing it. There you go. Words are hard, Mandy. hypothyroidism, pituitary tumours, and certain liver problems have caused men to start lactating, as well as taking the feminizing hormone therapy reduced in a lot of transgender. Okay, so yeah, fine. So men can lactate. Seems like a lot of effort. A lot of human males secrete milk at birth, which used to be called witch's milk, and at puberty due to the surges of hormones. There you go. Who knew? Yeah, some men have gone through the trouble to encourage it. In some circumstances, tumours in the area. Dave says, no, Rebecca says, Dave, there are so many factors, but a big one I think is selection. Providing a rare, popular fish is never enough. I think I've missed half that conversation. Sorry. And the real question is, how do I stop Bing trying to take over my PC even though I took it out, as far as I know? There's no power on earth. You have to install a third-party browser like Opera or Firefox or something like that. Otherwise, each time you update Bing or Edge, it will reinstall Bing. Right, peeps. I think you've had enough of me and I've had enough of you. In the nicest possible way. Thank you all for joining me. I think it's about time I said goodnight. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for sticking around as long as you have, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheery bye.